Now, I don't tend to grow a lot of early summer crops. I certainly don't have any tomatoes ready for harvest or anything like that right now. But what I do like to do is I just like a few of my favourites, just have a couple of plants of the favourite things, the things that we're really looking forward to after not eating them at all through the whole, probably the whole of autumn and all through winter and early spring. And so what I thought I'd do just today is just take you around the allotment and also the conservatory, and I'll just show you some of the things that we're harvesting right now or just about to harvest, and just give you a sort of idea as to the kind of things that are practical to be harvesting in early May. So I thought I'd start with Calabrese, and this is Calabrese that's in the polytunnel. And this used to be a lettuce and spring onion bed, but I've interplanted Calabrese into it. I continue to harvest the lettuce. In fact, I've still got some lettuce down there. It's actually still quite nice, and loads of spring onions, which we're still harvesting. But really the star of the show right now are the Calabrese. Now, we've been harvesting Calabrese now for about 3 weeks, but the ones in the polytunnel were sown 22nd of November, and the ones we've been harvesting in the low tunnels outside, those were I think the end of October. So today is actually the 7th of May, and finally we've got strawberries. So we normally have strawberries a little bit earlier than this, but it's been super cold at night, really bad, and so they're just starting to colour up, and I am so looking forward to coming down here in the mornings and having strawberries for breakfast, which is one of my absolutely favourite things to do in spring. Next thing is carrots. We actually just finished our carrots that are August sown carrots 2 weeks ago, and so now we're on to our new season carrots, and these were sown I think the 5th of November, and effectively that fools the carrots into thinking that they're really growing in February, and you still get a few of them going to seed, and the eagle-eyed amongst you might spot the odd one in there, but we've got 4 of those tubs and we're harvesting gorgeous carrots at the moment, and that will see us through to the ones that we sowed in March. So I just harvested the courgettes yesterday, so there's not very many on, but courgettes I think are one of the plants that do really well in a polytunnel, and so we've got 3 courgette plants, and we normally aim for 2 fruits a week going forward, so that's about 6, that's about 1 a day, and that's enough. I'm not a massive fan of courgettes, but Debbie loves them, so that's enough just to keep her supplied. And we haven't had courgettes since about October, so they're really welcome. So turnips and radish are another great one, and we've been harvesting, well, I think we're on our 3rd succession of radish now, and we're on our 2nd succession of turnips, and these are all ready for harvest. Hard to see them, but these are really great. I think turnips are a real star of the show when it comes to a cool weather crop that kind of gives you a bit of a taste of summer. So I'm really pleased with the cucumbers that we've got in the conservatory at the moment, and we've got some quite nice ones. I actually harvested them all 2 days ago, so that's grown since then. But this plant is Lytham, and you can see the quality of the leaves is not that great, and I've noticed this quite consistently with it, that we get this like bit of a mildew or something on the leaves. But this plant is my new favourite cucumber plant. This is from Grow Seed, and it's called Party Time, and just look at the number of fruits on it, absolutely amazing. And again, I harvested this one a couple of days ago, and all these new fruits coming, and I've got 2 plants, I think, maybe 3, no, 2 plants up there, just in that little trough. Needs a bit of watering every day, not too much water though, but absolutely fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to growing this one in the polytunnel over summer, but right now the best place for cucumbers is in a conservatory, and yeah, it's fantastic. And we generally just grow them in spring in the conservatory, then we grow them in the polytunnel, and then in autumn we bring them back into the conservatory again, and we harvest them up until sort of November time. So yeah, this is my new favourite, Party Time, from Jerry at growseed.co.uk. That's it for the things that we're harvesting right now, but the things that we're going to be harvesting in later May are Moorish 2 and Sugar Snap peas, and they're looking lovely at the moment, lots of flowers on those. At the end of the month we'll be harvesting early French and runner beans. So we basically never stop harvesting potatoes. So we either harvest potatoes straight from the compost that we grew last year, or we harvest fresh ones. And so we've been harvesting baking potatoes and new potatoes grown in the conservatory and the polytunnel since about the middle of April. Those are gorgeous. So towards the end of the month we'll be harvesting baby beetroot, and then we've got the celery, and again this is by the end of May probably we'll take the first outer stalks off this and just keep on harvesting the outer leaves, and they're pretty good now actually, but yeah, by the end of May they should be pretty good. And we're harvesting huge amounts of green garlic, and of course loads of spring onions, as well as all the obvious things like lettuces and overwintered spring onions and pea shoots and early kales and cabbages, and of course who could forget spinach. So I think I'll leave it there. So if you want to know more about growing early veg, then the best place to check out is my free ebook and the year-round growing guide section, and that covers quite a lot of the basics. And then over time I'm writing individual growing guides and just filling out this list. A lot of that will actually be done over winter because that's when I tend to do my writing. I'll put a link to the book in the description of this video. So I hope you like this quick video. My name's Steve, this is the Seaside Kitchen Garden Allotment channel, and I'll see you soon.